The period cramps are your body trying to tell you something. There are different reasons that period cramps might happen, but what I'm going to talk about today is a very important and often missed factor when it comes to period cramps for all women, despite being in perimenopause. Although during perimenopause, there is an increased need for micronutrients. And with that said, if you have not watched episode 1 about excess prostaglandins causing period pain, which is one of the most common reasons for period pain, make sure you check that out. Link in description. Hey, beautiful people. My name is Vanessa Dyer. I'm a holistic dietitian helping women in perimenopause navigate it successfully so they can feel better, be happy, and enjoy life. So first, we have to understand that the uterus is a muscle. And what do muscles need to contract and relax? Electrolytes. Now, I know some of you are already asking, so what electrolyte powder should I get? We get electrolytes from our food. Electrolytes are specific minerals, sodium, chloride, potassium, calcium, and magnesium that is needed to make a muscle contract and relax. And I know you might be thinking, it can't be that simple. I've been having cramps ever since I got my period in middle school. Think again. If there's not enough magnesium for the uterus to relax and or enough potassium and calcium for the uterus to contract, you are going to get cramps. And just to give you a better idea, the uterus contracts about 1 to 2 times every minute during menses. Now, sodium chloride, also known as salt, is something that we tend to not have any issues getting enough of, so I'm not going to cover that today. But about 50% of people are not getting enough calcium and magnesium. So that should already be making light bulbs going off. And I do have free electrolyte-rich smoothie recipes for you guys in the description and the comments. Just pause here, take a screenshot, take a snapshot, whatever you want to do. These are some of the top foods that are rich in these 3 important electrolytes that people tend to be missing. You can see here that dark green leafy vegetables, chia seeds, yogurt, and legumes, specifically the white beans, got all 3 going on here. You can add chia seeds to your yogurt or even make a kale and white bean soup. I know a lot of people like sausage, kale, and white bean soup, or even add kale and white bean to your rice bowl. Calcium is found in all dairy foods and fortified plant-based milks. It's got to say milk on there. So like soy milk, almond milk, fish with edible bones like sardines. Potassium is found in avocados, bananas, honeydew, legumes, potatoes. I get most of my potassium actually from avocados, beans, lentils, the greens, potatoes, and actually tomatoes. Some magnesium-rich foods are legumes, such as lentils, beans, and peas, fatty fish, nuts, seeds, also avocado, and dark chocolate. But before you go, I do need to point out something very important about dark green leafy vegetables. So kale is very low in oxalates, which is a good thing. Oxalates are what binds minerals, so it prevents our body from absorbing those minerals. So kale is a good option because it's low in oxalates. Now, cooking your dark green leafy vegetables does tend to lower the oxalate level, but just letting you know, kale in general is low in oxalates. Now, I personally can't tolerate the curly green kale, which tends to be the kale found in all grocery stores. It makes me constipated. But I can tolerate the dinosaur kale, also known as Tuscan kale, also known as lacinato kale. It's more dark green than the curly kale. It's a lot smoother and it has thinner stems, because I think that's why the curly kale constipates me, is because it just has those really thick stems, but the dinosaur kale does not. So if you ever come across dinosaur kale, if you're like me and you just kale constipates you, or if you just don't like kale, I do recommend trying the dinosaur kale. You might like it. And it does have a better texture in the mouth, personally. Don't forget to grab your free electrolyte-rich smoothies located in the comments and the description. And if you need more of a personalized guidance and support with what to eat and how to eat during perimenopause, check out my perimenopause wellness community, the Peri Collective, where we use nutrition and lifestyle strategies to successfully navigate perimenopause. If you have any questions, ask in the comments. See you next time.